today? 16th? Yeah, 16th. We had a hell of a day yesterday. Had a really good encounter. Seen some other bucks. Just had a good day. We was in them. Got a pretty good feeling about today. The weather's finally moved out. Temperatures dropped. And we've got the wind
in our favor.
That ain't happening what happened yesterday. A deer come in on us yesterday and kind of caught our wind / knew something went right because I had grunted, and he come into that grunt, and he got over there and he didn't see what he wanted to see. So he wheeled around there and got out of there. Don't think we really spooked him. He just, it was just one of them deals. He was like, hey, yeah, there's something right here. So he slipped out of there. We're going back in there. We left our sticks and stuff in a tree. It's raining and wet. Don't hear deer coming, and you just gotta be on your toes, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. But me and Alex just got on top of the mountain. We're gonna get our stuff on, get our stuff packed up, and we're gonna head in, see if we can make something happen this morning.
We made it in the tree. It's 16th of November, so things could get wild at any second. The leaves, the ground's real damp, so me and Alex are literally head on a swivel, just looking and keeping our eyes peeled, trying to prevent what happened yesterday. But we'll hang down in here, see what kind of action we come up with.
You want to talk about it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mr. Optimistic over here, he seems to think this buck's going to daylight in 4 days or whatever he said. But I think he's going to daylight in a couple hours. So, we're going to go kill him. No, we come back to the truck, got us about to eat. We are warming our feet currently because me and Alex both have uninsulated vented boots on, and it's probably 30 degrees. So, set from 5:30 till noon. Uninsulated boots, 30 degrees. Guess what? That equals your feet being cold. But we got us a little fuel, warmth, and we're ready to go. We're gonna get back in a tree. We left all of our junk up there. We're gonna slip right back in there and get settled in for the evening. It should be a hell of an evening.
We're gonna sit here till dark. Hopefully old Beacon shows up. What are you looking at? Dude, you can't do that with your eyes. You do that and freak me out. Yeah, I think Mooey's standing behind me now. Okay. Well, Josh and Harry are supposed to be getting in a tree this evening. Josh was warm-legging it this morning, and guess who shows up in daylight? Yeah. Big 9 point he's been after, so that's what warm-legging gets you. Hopefully them boys have some luck this evening, or us, or both.
Had to work this morning. Zach and Alex were hunting down in Logan. Went to work, took care of everything, rushed back here. It's almost 2 o'clock now. Harry and I are going to jump in here and try to get all the way in, get in the set we had yesterday, tear it down because the wind is completely different than what it was. We'll check it once we get over there, but I'm planning on tearing it down and moving it 30 or 40 yards to where the wind is correct. That's the great thing about the saddle. It doesn't take but about 10 minutes to tear it down and move and go back up another tree. So I'm gonna rush in, taking our time because there's been deer in there according to my camera all day. I'm not gonna worry about busting anything out. You know, I'm gonna go in as quietly as I can, but if they bust out, they bust out. The buck that I encountered yesterday evening didn't come back in there until real early this morning, you know, sniffing around on does, and he left at daybreak. So I don't expect him maybe to show up until last light. So I got some time, just gonna get in there, get it took care of, get to move, because we're supposed to have the same wind for the next 2 days, today and the next 2 days. So that's my game plan. We're gonna get our stuff and get in there, try to get it done this evening.
Yeah, definitely gotta move. Might as well prepare. We're gonna be here for a couple hours. I mean, that's not a terrible wind, but it's definitely not what it was doing down on the ground. I mean, it's supposed to be coming off this little racetrack ridge and out and over. And now it's more like a northeaster wind, and it's supposed to be southwest. So it's swirling a little bit. I'm gonna drop some milkweed and see what it's doing. You know, from here down. But we ain't moving. We're staying right here for the rest of the evening. doe in the area because she came through here with a smaller buck. And I guess they got the attention and rousted up the bigger buck in the area. Because we just now saw him about 100 yards away. And he was on that nose-tail chaser. So they were going south. And hopefully, and that's just a big bowl over there where we hunted yesterday. So hopefully they turn and maybe they end up here. This is, it's kind of potluck at the rut. If you get a shot while they're running crazy, but it's fun as hell. We got pretty excited there. Had some action. Them two does kind of come from this direction, this way behind Alex, and they was moving along pretty good, like something may be behind them. And then there was that big 6-point we seen this morning come out from behind me, started chasing them around, and it was just a fiasco here for, I guess, probably about the last 45 minutes. An hour. There was another deer slipped in behind us, but I could only hear it. I never could see it because these other deer we was focused on them. We couldn't get turned, but overall it's been a pretty good day. Didn't see what we wanted to see, but seen a lot of action. So we're about to run out of camera light. We're going to back up and get down, slip out of here. We'll be back in this country in the morning. For tonight. We've run completely out of camera light, but we had some good action. Saw some doe, saw chasing, saw the buck that we're after early, but a doe took him away. Thought maybe he'd chase her back in here, but he didn't. So we're gonna get out of here real slow, be back here in the morning.
It's cold. Very cold. Alex slept in on me this morning.
now.
Me and Alex have been grinding. We put in 3 or 4 long days. And we got another place up here that we want to check out. And I had to do a couple family things this morning, so we laid out of the woods this morning, but it's about 1 o'clock now, so we're gonna go up here real quick and check a couple spots out that we haven't been to in a while. I got some sticks and we brought our saddles and everything in case we see something extravagant that we just can't pass up. It's directly across the big holler from where we've been hunting. But we think we got enough time. If we don't see anything extravagant up here, we'll probably bounce across and get back in the stand we've been hunting. We've put in a lot of time over there, and we've watched the deer, and we know that these does they're not in heat yet. The bucks that we're seeing are just cruising, or they're just, wind checking, and they're, if they see a doe, they'll come up to her and just bump her, and just, pretty much get a whiff of it. All right, I'm going on. She ain't ready. So we know it's just a matter of time. One of them does comes in, and we're just gonna have to be there when she does, because when she does, the old big boys won't step back out. We're pretty confident in that. So that's the game plan. We're gonna see what happens this evening.
Me and Alex had a pretty good plan of what we wanted to do today, and all of it just went out the damn window. We was up here looking at this area, then straight across the holler from where we've been hunting, and we found a lot of really good sign out here, fresh sign, and we seen a monster. The buck that we anticipated was using up here, we seen him. So we backed out, come out here, and we get our stuff on. We'll pack in, we got our saddles on. Luckily we took our platforms yesterday just in case this was to happen. And we're gonna get in here and pick us a tree out. We got a good idea of where we wanna be. We'll pick us a tree out and get up a tree this evening and see what we see. It's about 2:30, so we're gonna sit till dark. Hopefully the does, there's a ton of deer out here, so hopefully he comes back up and is gonna check these does before dark, so let's get after it. Made it in here, we found us a pretty good tree. And the wind, we had to get to this side of this little field because the wind's pushing that direction. We didn't want our wind going through that field at all, so we kind of got like some down trees and stuff behind us. Hopefully deer will come through them because that's where our wind is, and we've done that intentionally. Well, that was perfect. We just need a big one to do that. He's working hard. buck we're after going across the field, and I grunted at him, and he turned, he come over and made a scrape, rub, and then he got right over here. I didn't have no shot. He was probably 45, 50 yards, and he stood there forever, and then once he just worked his way into that thicket where we could see him, we really wasn't sure what was going on, and then that hog coming through here, so more than likely that's why he got out of there. But there's a sycamore tree, and I wanted to get in it, and we walked over to it, and it was almost uprooted. And I told Alex, I said, well, that sucks. I said, we better not get in that one. Had we been in that sycamore, that deer would have been 5 yards. Pretty eventful evening anyway. Alex is just distraught that I didn't shoot that big sow just now. Probably 10 years ago, I'd have thumped her. And another thing is, if I shoot her, we're gonna be here tromping around, dragging, gun, thumping and beating. And I know that big shooter buck is within, yeah. So it's almost like it's like we'll hang in here for just a little bit more. If we don't do no good, we'll slip out of here. We're probably gonna be back here in the morning.
Got bad news for you.
I need that. Maybe. Me and Alex had an eventful morning. Heard more vocalization out of a deer than I've ever heard in my life. Probably combined in my life. I mean, he was just snort wheezing the craziest, like long tending grunts. He was doing it all, but we've seen him. He was a nice 8 point. Seen smaller buck, spike or 4 point, and then I don't know, 4 or 5 does, but they kind of fed out of the top where we was at. It seemed like they've all went to bed. There's just so much action going on right there. I was kind of shocked, really, that he didn't bring something else in there to him with all the him being rowdy like that. So, but yeah, that's the game plan. We had a really good hunt this morning, so pretty excited to get back in the tree. I was wanting to stay all day, but Alex had to pee, of course, and he wanted to eat a sandwich. So I'm being a nice guy, and we're gonna go eat a sandwich.
I was prepared to stay all day. It's him. Don't let him lie to you.